Okay, it's another day. This is day 2 of Corn Harvest 2025. You can see it's a bit cloudy out today. I think I'm going to be able to cut until this afternoon anyway. Yesterday evening when I got home, I was editing the video footage from the first day. And I realized that I still don't know how to work my camera, I guess. I thought I had the camera on recording for the very first clip where I was starting in the cornfield and I was opening the field up and doing some commentary. I wasn't recording apparently, so I missed that first 5 or 10 minutes there. And so the video, I want to make that video make a little more sense. What I was talking about is I got new sunglasses, a new prescription, and I admit I am getting old. I am officially old now. I got a eye exam a couple of months ago, and the optometrist said, you probably need something for your nearsightedness as well as your farsightedness. So I've worn glasses as long as I can remember for looking far away. And I have noticed over the last 6 months to a year or so, the close-up vision is getting a little tougher. And he said, yeah, it's probably time. Maybe you should consider progressive glasses. So went to the eyeglass place and ordered a new pair of sunglasses. And I said, hey, let's try the progressives. And I wanted to try them in my sunglasses first before I got regular glasses. I don't like them. And I realized yesterday in the combine, they really are the worst because you're constantly looking down at the header, to make sure everything is feeding okay. And so it's right in that close-up vision. I would have to bend my head down this far to see it, and that's not comfortable. So that was a mistake to get progressives in my sunglasses. The only advantage to these is that I can read text on my cell phone now. Previously, I would have to flip up my glasses, take them off to read text on my cell phone, but it's a mistake. And I should have grabbed my old pair of sunglasses today to bring them with me so I could use those on the combine, and I just forgot all about it. So I think I'll have a new prescription put in the old sunglasses with just the far away stuff, not the progressives, the close-up stuff. So that may explain some of the references I was making yesterday to being able to see. Okay, let's get this show started. I'm walking down here to the combine. We're going to skip this field today. Since it is a chance of rain, I'm going to move down to the field that I tilled up. Let's see if we can get that field harvested before the rain. Since it was tilled up, the rest of this is no-till, but since that field was tilled, it will get wetter when it rains. So let's see if we can get that out. Birdman is on his way down. I just got a text from him. So he should be here in the next 30 minutes or so. Field that we finished up last night, I hit about 160 bushels to the acre. So 150 on the first field, 160 on the second field. Based on what I'm seeing here with this corn, I think we're going to be doing a little bit better than those two fields. We may hit 175 on these, but I don't know, I shouldn't say that. You can't really tell by the outside rows. but looking across there, it's pretty even, and it should be consistent all the way across. We'll find out by the end of the day. If I do as well today as I did yesterday, I don't think the bin will hold everything we can shell today. So I'll have to make a decision. Well, by that time I will be able to look at the radar, see where the rain is, and know whether I'm going to switch to the other bin or just haul some corn. You know, if we get too much rain, I'll have a couple of days I can haul some corn out of the bin I just dumped in. And then when we're ready to go again, just go back into that bin and refill it. And I am violating my rule of when I open up a field, the unloading auger is always facing inward of the field, so I don't risk hitting any branches or trees with it. But because of what this field is, I can't get all the way around the field before the tank will be full. At least I don't think I can. So I'm just going to have to do things a little bit differently here. I've already got a half a tank just coming down the edge of that field. All right, I don't want to blow anything out in the road. Let's let it finish doing its thing. I'm just going to try to cut up here on these end rows to get some turnaround space here. Hey, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and cut across the end of this field, turn around in that corner, come back and catch these 6 rows on the edge. That way my auger will be on the inside of the field. Pay attention here. The auger got jammed. I think that's because I hit a spot of that morning glory. You probably saw it on the camera. And those morning glory vines wanted to wrap around that auger and jam it up. Look at how tall this corn is. It is almost at the top of the cab of this combine. Birdman just sent a text. He is leaving his house now on his way, about 15 minutes out. I should have the first tank ready to dump when he gets here. And I think I'll send him to the bin with this tank. With only the one tank, I won't fill the truck. That way I can work on these ends. That will, it'll take me a little bit longer to open this field up. So rather than have him sit here and wait for the truck to be filled, he can be moving, I can be moving, everybody's moving, shaking and grooving. All right, I should have enough room here to turn around in this corner. just enough. In fact, I've got a couple of tree limbs here that are going to prevent me from shooting straight across here. Walnut tree. Man, that's a nice size walnut. Look at that. If I go under that, that walnut's going to drop right in the bin. So we're going to try to get around it. This is that first field that I bush hogged around when I got that new brush cutter for my skid steer, and I've really cleaned it back that way. But I need to try to get in here this winter with a pole saw and cut some of these other tree limbs. Another walnut tree here. Is it going to hit my mirror and break it up? No, it's going to go right down the side of the combine. We're good there. Persimmon tree. Another walnut tree. I didn't realize there were this many walnut trees along the edge of this field. And I don't know what kind of tree that is, but the limbs are hanging down enough I have to go around it. Okay, I think I can get back to the other side without any more limbs reaching out to touch me. Another walnut tree. I just saw a deer. I scared him up, maybe out of this hedgerow here or out of the field, but he took off in my bean field. Tree limbs, leaves all along the side of my combine now that have stuck into it. I don't think I'm going to get back to the end before that tank gets full. Okay, I might get back. I don't see it up in the window yet. Right now I've got my header almost all the way up because these ears are so high on this stalk. There's no need to run it down and put all of that stuff through the head. And there's no lodging. You don't see any stalks that are laid over. Okay, I'm going to make it to the end. It's just now showing in the window, so we're good. Oh yeah. going to turn you off now until something more interesting happens. Well, I think I've had something interesting happen. Let's get out here and look. I believe I've broken a chain because I can see it from here. Yeah, there's supposed to be a chain that goes around here. And here it is. Oh, am I going to get lucky and oh, I may have a link. Let me see what I got. If I can get it apart and I have a link, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, I think it's going to be a problem because I don't have a link. I have number 50s, but this is a number 60 chain. I may have to get a new chain. Oh, come on, you're so close to coming off of there. Oh, and now that thing is not going to pull out of that hole. Hey, wait a minute. I might have a link. Or not. I have a link, but I don't have the clip to hold it in, so let me send a text to the Birdman and have him bring one to me before he leaves the farm. I don't know if I can get this out of here. I may need the tool. I've sent a text to the Birdman telling him to bring me the tool to get this out of here. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. So is Christmas. Okay, I believe I got that. So close, so close. There we go. If I could just find the clip to connect these chains together, I would be back in business. Because I have a connector here. I have the link here. Oh, that chain. If I have a chain at the shop, I'm going to have the Birdman bring it. This chain, where it broke, is stretched a little bit. Okay. I'm going to turn you off. No need for you to hear me ramble like this. Kept digging around in my toolbox on the combine and voila. Voila. So the Birdman is on his way back, but I don't have a roll of number 60 chain. I've only got pieces. So I think I'm just going to put this one back together. Oh, come on, get back on there. That is not the proper connector. This is a heavy connector. But I can still use the clip. Okay. I guess I could tighten that up a little bit, and we should be off to the races again. All right. Let's see what happens here. All right, let's start this up. There we go. Looks like we're good for now, but I'll have extra pieces if it happens again, and I'll try to get a new chain for it. There's one in there. Nope, I got it. Okay. And I might need that. Other side this time. All right.
Oh, this time. Oh, I know.
I broke another.
This is the first thing that's happened.
Broke another chain over here.
This is the first thing that's happened.
Actually, I didn't break it. Farmer's daughter was the one driving when it broke, because I was trying to do drone footage. Okay. I'm not going to need that actually.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I think I have this fixed that quickly. Must be too much corn going in here, and this chain can't handle it. There we go. Okay, back at it.
When the father stops breaking stuff.
Oh, I'm saving the bushel per acre.
Okay.
Flip flops. Flip flops.
In the field.
Let's see if it's going to start back up here. And we're off. A whole shit show. I had the drone in the air. I haven't flown the drone in 6 months, so I couldn't figure that out. Well, then I realized I had to be logged in order to fly the drone, so I had to figure out my password. By the time I got logged in and got the drone caught up to the combine, I get a low battery warning on the drone. So as I'm trying to figure out where the drone is and get it landed to me, that's when I noticed the header had stopped turning on the right side this time. Farmer's daughter was driving for me so I could operate the drone.
That didn't help.
So we just had a whole shit show going there at one time, but the shit show is back on track here.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things, exactly. So I need to charge up my drone is what I've realized. I should have checked.
And practice.
And I need to practice, yes. So the corn must just be too heavy for the chains. So I'm going to have to get another roll of number 60 chain when I go down. I haven't got a call about my stack yet from my John Deere. I guess that hasn't come in yet. But when I go down to pick that up, I will get a roll of chain as well. Well, it's almost 4 o'clock. I thought it would be raining by now, but I think it's going to hold off for another hour, and I believe we're going to finish this field that we're in now. The bin is almost full. I think I can get one more truckload in there, and that will just about finish this field. I just want to count some rows here to see how much I have left. Yep. All right, so we can dump one more truck in the bin. I'm waiting for him to get back now. I'll load that up. We can dump that in the bin, and then what's left on this side should go in the truck, and I'll load the truck while it's raining tomorrow and the next day, I can take that up to the elevator. And then we'll have 15, about 25 acres left after today. So this corn, it looks pretty good. This was the tilled field. Looks pretty good. All right, I did not put my wind guard on, and I noticed yesterday editing video, the wind did affect this mic. So I'll look stupid and hold my hand up here. This field looked like it was going to yield better than what I had cut yesterday, but I think in the end it's going to be about the same, about 160, maybe 170 is what I'm figuring on right now. But look at how tall this corn is. So this is chin height on these ears all the way down, and then we've still got another 5 feet of stalk on top of this. Actually, look at this ear. This is head height. I am 5'10", so that's where that ear is falling. Look at that. A lot of these ears right up there, chin height. Just unbelievable. I'm not sure I've ever seen ears this high up on the stalk before. But it's nice corn, filled out decently. But if that rain hadn't cut off in July, this would have been 200 bushel corn. But that rain cut off in July, and here we are. And I'm still okay with 160. That's probably just a hair better than our farm average over the last 10 years. Now, if we could just get $5 a bushel for it, then life would be good, but it's only running about $4 a bushel right now. So in the end, $600 gross, we might break even on it, maybe. I've got two oddball rows right there, but that's because this field goes on a bias. So when I planted my 24 rows around the end, it kind of biased off like that. Actually, as the Birdman asked me, are these the 2 rows for the decoration corn? And my daughter did say we should probably bring some corn stalks up to the hardware store to sell for fall decoration. So maybe I'll just come out and cut those down, sell them at the hardware store, because it is nice tall corn. Okay, the truck should be about 5 minutes away, so let me jump on here and be ready when he gets here. I think I have a future farmer about to jump in the combine with me and go for a ride. It's the Birdman's grandson. He said the first words out of his mouth when he was old enough to speak was tractor. So I think this will be his first combine ride. There he is. I'm gonna go back down. Okay, we got a full bin up here. Ooh, it is really full. Wow. The bin is full. We're not going to get the rest of this truck in here, so I guess we're calling it. And remember what I said about bringing stainless up here the next time I came up here? Guess what? I did not. So we are using the same nut and bolt that we had. Okay, I guess we're gonna take the auger down with the rain and storms coming tomorrow. I don't want this auger sitting up in the air. And we'll put everything away, and then we'll go back to the field and empty the combine and get that home. We have a new counting system. We're using rocks. Those are for big loads. These are for little loads. Who knew? Who knew?
7 loads.
7 loads. 4 big ones, 2 little ones. And he's going to get on the tractor and go with them. All right, let's put it all away here. Well, okay, I did not finish those long rows in that field because we've got a few raindrops here. We didn't get all of the corn in the bin that was in that truck, so I dumped what I had in the combine. I could have maybe got another 100 bushels in the truck, but rather than get wet, I went ahead and made the executive decision to blow the combine off. And now we are going to get this baby back in the barn where she belongs. And we'll see how much rain we get here. So on the way down here, I was behind the Birdman. He was driving the dump truck. And he stopped on the side of the road and waved us down to stop. He said, I've got air leaking out of the air valve here on the truck. So the brake that you push in and pull out, oh man, I'm all dusty and yucky now. He pushed it in, air is just pouring right out of it. So I've not done anything with that air valve or any air valve in my lifetime. I assume it's just an air valve replacement is all that is required there. I really don't know. But it looks like I'll have some time in the next couple of days with this rain coming in to go ahead and ask some questions, pull that apart, and see what I have to do with it. Hopefully, he can get home without all of that air draining out and pulling the brakes on. If you pushed in real hard, the air slowed down, but it did not stop completely. I guess if he didn't make it, I'll see him on the side of the road here. All right, and you can see the wetness in the road there. I think I can wrap this one up. Don't know when we will talk next, but anyway, until then, I'm gonna say, see ya! See ya!